here, people.
I want us to start from where we left off last week. And we have, I discovered that I didn't show you guys some things that you may need. Like I said, if you have a video, if you have a folder that you've created and you've imported your video into the folder, the next thing is to quickly double click and it will open up in the source monitor. We have the source monitor, we have the program monitor. I'm sure you're aware of that anyway. So if you have this with you, if you have a file opened like this and you want to superimpose, you see all these layers that are here, these are the audio layers, and when you click this, you solo that track, which means let this sound alone work. And when you click this, then that means you mute the sound. And all this eye icon that you see here, once you click it, whatever video that is there will not be seen on the playback. So I didn't show you how you can actually pick video or audio separately, and they are quite simple. They are here, so you can just click this icon once you've already had your input and output sorted out, like I just did, just I and O. Once you have that sorted out, you can pick the video and put it on the superimpose layer. This is quite small, so that's why you couldn't see it. But let me just widen it up. What did I do? I was just pressing that plus button. Plus button will zoom in the timeline for you to see whatever file you dragged into it. So now with this, once you are playing back, you will see that the video on top will be seen. The video on top will be seen. Why? Because the video on the top is on the superimposed layer. So now let's say there's a way by which you can extend whatever you've put on the timeline. I'm sure you can do, you should understand and look at it. So you can extend it, can expand it, I can reduce it, I can do whatever I want to do with it. Just put your cursor there and drag it, it will follow your lead, okay? But this is the superimposed layer here because this video has been placed on the V2, video 2 layer. So you can as well pick another one like this and you put it on top of this. Now the third layer is the superimposed layer to the lower one, which is video 2 in this regard. So now once you're playing back, video 1 will continue play until you get to video 2, then video 3. You see the difference? Again, video 1, video 2, video 3. That is it. So now let's now assume that you just want to pick the audio alone. Maybe you're editing, you just need that audio to be played. Just simply pick this. It's quite simple indeed. Editing is quite simple. But like I told you last week, editing that is quite simple is the cut and paste editing, which is what you're just learning. Because to be an editor, as a real editor, it's not something you can learn within 1 week and you start saying you're an editor. No, it's not something you even learn in a month and you become an editor. No, editing entails you putting in your mind. You should understand what you're doing, using the visual and the sound to make a meaningful story. Do you understand that? You should be in the mind of the writer or whatever you have in mind to do. You should be able to tell a story with it. Even if a cameraman had already shot something and there are some errors in it, as a real editor, you should be able to sort it out. Find a way around it, except some things that are irreparable. But if it is repairable, you should not expose the errors of your cameraman. That's one thing you should learn. And I think if you can do that, if you have been able, if you can develop yourself to that level, then you can call yourself an editor at a lower level, because there are levels, there are standards in editing. So I've shown you this superimposed layers, how they work, how to pick the audio and the video separately, how you can tell your story, picking whatever video you need. If I don't need this footage again, I need another footage, I can quickly double click this, look at his face where he's crying. I mean, the video I have, you don't have it, so you can just play with your own video, get some videos. You don't have to have a camera before you can get some videos. Get online and download some. Or you just use your phone to do some shooting. You don't have to own a camera, spend serious money before you can get a camera. So use your phone to take some shots, put them together, make a meaningful story with it. Just ensure that by the time you pick up your camera, you have something in mind to shoot. You don't just shoot. You should know what you're doing with it. Then with that, when you get into the editing room, you'll be able to tell a story with what you've shot. So that's it. And the last thing I want to talk about is how to export whatever job you do.
Soro.
You go here, go to the file menu, then go to the export, click media. Then get into the media. The media is still loading. Okay, so this is the media. You can just you can go here, pick whatever format you want to export in. We have the H.264 Blu-ray, we have H.264, which is what you usually use whenever I want to load any video into um, Facebook or YouTube. So then you pick whether YouTube 720p or whatever. You have all of them lying down here. If you want to use it on your phone, Amazon Kindle, anything, just search. Make your choice. Adobe is a very wonderful software. It will allow you to do a lot of things. So just make your choice, pick whatever you want to pick, and do your exporting if that is what you want. But another thing you can also put into consideration is to work with others. You should know what frame you want to work with, or the job you've been working on, or the frame you intend to export it into. Now you can choose whether you want it to be upper first or lower first or progressive. Progressive, you usually use that when it's video made short in 1080p. If it's interlaced, then you can go for lower first. If it's that is in Africa and Britain or UK, Europe, I mean. Now, then, or you go for upper first if it is interlaced and you are in North America, or you go for progressive, which I usually use anyway, because people don't shoot with tape these days. Maybe some people also they're selling that age, but I no longer do that. Now you can click Q. If you click Q for your exporting, then it's going to open up Adobe Media Encoder for you, which is something I'll like to talk about in another episode. Then you can, or you easily click export, and the file will be exported out to wherever you want it to be. Or you go here, publish, you log into your YouTube channel, you connect everything, you put everything you want. With that, you can export straight into YouTube. Or you want Vimeo. If you have a Vimeo account, you log into it and you give it a name, put out your task, put your description, everything, whatever you need, just play with this. Play with this. We have lots of options that you can explore. Okay? So one of the best way to learn anything in life is self-development. I believe that if you can really follow it through, you'll be good and you'll be proud of yourself at the end of the day. The video I posted last week a young guy here in Texas who just started learning from me. I just asked him to pick up the video online and work with it. He did, and now he is editing. So I think with this little addition, you too can do something. Just go out there and start editing. Okay? See you guys next week. Thank you for your time.